Hey, we used to be down by 10. Now check the scope, boy, I knew I was destined to win. It's a whole bunch of losses I took on the chin. I just had to remember that just how it is. And that's just how it go. Lil' bro facing 20, he 20 years old. I'm 25, I done beat up the road. Went from New York to Texas and all the way home. Hey, I'm from the country. We putting hot sauce on a pork chop sandwich. The plug say he getting shit in from Cali, so he paying shipping and handling. I talked to some people, they told me you probably could blow. You just need a little management. Boy, I don't give a fuck about the industry. I find a plug and get rich off of cannabis. I don't give a fuck about the industry. I work a job as long as my son's straight. Bitch, I been him with this music since bro used to cook me a beat on the lunch tray. I hate when they act throwed off. That boy wanna crash in his head on a one-way. Bump from that dirty ass off for real. We'll set that bitch off on a Monday. But we'll set that bitch off on a Wednesday. Shit, I told my dog that he more like a brother to me, but I still pull a melee if he go against me. White boy, my name ain't Josh, but I keep the Drake in case they try to get me, and I call a burner on the hula hoop boy, cause they like to spin around some shit till they dizzy. I just told him to vibe, cause this shit just something to ride to. But stood on that same block for some years, working that bitch like a drive-thru. I cut off some people I love, and I still can't believe I'm the person they lied to. I hate Lil' Buddy, always on the net, talking about he a shark, but that fish should get fried too. Your ass will die too, for thanking you Superman. Bruh said he moved to the Ages to fuck some new hoes, and start catching plays out of Uber van. They be get wet as the Hoover Dam. If I out this bitch, I'm a shooter man. Bitch, I'm from Georgia, deep down south. We grew up on Jeezy and Gucci Man. As my uncle would say, on Gucci Man. We grew up on Friday and Pootie Tang. Used to eat on the noodles and noodle things. Leave the hood and come back like a boomerang. Leave the hood and come back like a junkie. Boy, I'm in the spot kicking shit, call me Mr. Miyagi. They big ass stick, but I don't play hockey. These 7'2", take the air out his body. We putting hot sauce on a pork chop sandwich. The plug said he getting shit in from Cali, so he paying shipping and handling. I talked to some people, they told me you probably could blow. You just need a little management. Boy, I don't give a fuck about the industry. I find a plug and get rich off of cannabis.
How y'all doing, and welcome. I am Willie Williams. Appreciate y'all for joining the player. Subscribe. Please remember, go around to the WillieWilliamsShow.com. Y'all check out a few things. Subscribe to the website. If you would like to support a player around here, you can get some for you and them little babies by clicking the Get link on the website. If you'd like to see what we call the event video, click around to the Patreon, the Willie Williams Show. The link's down there in the description. I need you liking, sharing, telling somebody about a player. We try to get the thumbs up over 500 in every show so we can do something to the algorithm. Listen, we got a PayPal link down in the description. We got $, top and bottom. Willie Williams Show, that is the cash app. And if you just so happen to hit that super chat, please don't go over $5 because the player don't know if he getting it or not. They say I get 30, they say that they get 70. God damn it, I think they getting the whole 100. Remember, the midday news show, if you can't watch it with your eyes and you can't use your peripherals and see a player, big word, I hear any goddamn screen. We do got a thing called a podcast on Anchor and Spotify, the Willie Williams Show. Please follow me on IG and Twitter at the WW Show. Appreciate y'all. My bad. We having technical difficulties on this end over here. The internet went down. Had to wait for it to come on back up. The internet went down, and I done got the messages and stuff. Technical difficulties from my service provider out here in the doggone street. Where we is back, and I'm not just gonna hold you because I told y'all that we had a whole bunch of news. And I got to get a whole bunch of this stuff off of my screen that I've been holding on to. Don't know why I've been holding on to this right here, but I got to go ahead and give it to you good people. Shout out to Tennessee, Kansas, Mississippi, Oklahoma. Thank y'all for being back around here. Atlanta back up in this thing. What it do? Tennessee is up in the building one more again. Chi-town, boy, y'all good. Y'all going through it just a little bit out there in the shot. Y'all really is. Oklahoma City, Oklahoma's up in the building. What it do? Hold on, let me. Who they trying to sell me something? They're trying to sell me something they ain't buying right now because I'm working. What's happening? Listen, y'all, we got links down in the description. Subscribe. Share. Do not be afraid. Like I always say, I do need your support around here. We finna go on around here to Seattle. Going on around here to where it be cold, and they say that it rains a lot in Seattle because we have a woman who got sentenced. I know that hurt a whole bunch of y'all's hearts that women got to go to jail for stuff that they had done did out here. It hurts a whole bunch of people hard that women got to be held accountable a lot of times. Well, not a lot. Well, we're trying to get it to be a lot, but it's not always a lot. Oh, I got to recertify.
Got to recertify my licenses. That's what's up. Got them till May. Got them till May to something. There it is. Get that paper, Willie. Get that paper. Keep recertifying. Keep giving them people your money. That's what's up. Shout out to our Dodge Trap for the $2 super chat. You see, I'm trying to read some hell bonds like brill out here in these streets. Just rub on them. It ain't gonna hurt nothing. It ain't gonna hurt nothing on this wonderful STD Friday. Y'all go ahead on the spread them on around here. Do not be afraid. Until you done had the STD, you really ain't had to live. Keep trying to tell y'all that because it changed your trajectory. It typically changed your trajectory in the direction that you was going, but you know, some of us we stay the same. Some of us we stay the same. Some of us we remain the same. And I just said that, and then I just repeated it back. But don't worry about that right there. Look. We're going ahead to Seattle, to where a woman has been sentenced to 20. They gave that baby 20, not 20 weeks, not 20 months. They gave that baby 20 years. 20 years for killing a rideshare driver. This is rare. This is really, really rare that we be having stories to where we see a woman getting like a whole bunch of years out here in these doggone streets. Let me go ahead and put it up on the screen for you real quick. Listen to this baby's story and why would she have knocked off a rideshare driver. Here we go.
Well, it was a crime that rocked the entire rideshare community. In August of 2023, driver Amar Gaeta, a loving husband and a father of two, was shot and killed during a carjacking. This afternoon, the woman who pulled the trigger was sentenced for the crime. Fox 13's Alejandro Guzman joining us from the King County Courthouse with the very latest.
Yeah, that's right, David. This has been a very emotional day in court from the very beginning. It was a very packed courtroom on behalf of both families. The loving wife and children of now slain driver Amari Gaeta, and then, of course, you do have the woman who has now pled guilty to murder and will be facing, according to the judge, 20 years in prison. Now, let's take you to some of those images from court earlier today. I can tell you that this woman, who we've now named several times, is actually going to be spending 20 years in prison. Now, her name is, at the time, she was Niani Allen Bailey. She was 18 years old at the time. She previously pled guilty to second-degree murder, and again, she has been sentenced. Prosecutors say that after shooting and killing Amari Gaeta, she not only stole his car, but she kept it for 2 days, took it for a joyride, allegedly smoking weed, visiting family, even getting her hair done with a gun still inside. She was eventually arrested in Seattle after illegally parking the car. Investigators also say that just weeks before the murder, she pulled that same gun on a washed-out worker. That is something that the judge definitely stressed before coming down with her decision. But again, the family just pleading for the maximum in this case, we now know is only going to be 180 months. Let's hear from the family.
180 months, it don't sound like that long, right? So it's 180 months of 20 years? I got to do the math, though.
He's not just a name in the courtroom. He was a son, a brother, a husband, and a father, and a pillar in our community. He mattered deeply to so many of us, though he had a way to make us feel as though you were the only one that mattered when he spoke to you. His loss has affected us in ways that are emotional and difficult to fully express. I apologize for my emotion.
The judge called Gaeta the type of person that this world needs more of, a devoted father with a warm smile whose children were seen feeling safe and loved in some of the pictures that were shown to the courtroom earlier today.
Shout out, baby, for having a real.
But she also acknowledged Alan Bailey's traumatic childhood, calling this a very difficult decision. And afterwards, we did see Alan Bailey pretty distraught after the judge made her decision. Now,
they always bringing up of his childhood after it done killed some damn body. On purpose. On purpose. Kept his car, went on ahead, only got her hair did, you know what I'm saying, and went and tried to do something else with something else. That's what's up.
The court saying that the sentence must protect the public while also giving her a chance at rehabilitation. Now, after the...
Shout out to baby for having a tattoo on her face. I ain't saying people tattoos in their face is bad. People have to like to go on the point. I got a tattoo on her face.
This sentence is complete, and if Bailey were to be released, we know that she also has to serve at least 3 years in community detention and also undergo mental health and alcohol and substance abuse evaluations. She will also not be allowed to own a gun in the future.
So they're trying to tell us that she was on that juice. She was on that spirit water when she had done did what she had done did. Oh well. Choices, decisions will have you in the situation. Now, I'm just seeing they pop up right here, and I almost forgot, and I was just finna move on. But listen, do y'all see this right here? Day 2. Let's go ahead on and look at what day 2 of the Optimist is out here doing. And have y'all also seen that they have posted, they gave us a new picture, a 2026 picture of outside of Earth. They gave us a picture from space. They gave us another composite. What? Well, they ain't give us another composite picture. They gave us like a real picture, like from a camera. That's what they say, and it looks the same. Like it looks, so it's like the same Earth. That's what's up. Let me go ahead and click on this then.
Jenny, we need you to.
Jenny. Let's see what these people talk about. Let's see if they don't fix the bathroom issues.
Well, NASA officially left Earth's orbit
This is like the picture that they took now.
last night and is now heading towards the moon for the first time in 50 years. And take a look at this. NASA posting these photos to social media showing the Orion spacecraft's view of planet Earth. It's kind of similar to the iconic picture that was taken from the Apollo missions back in
That lady said, wow.
the 70s. And Caroline Elliott has an update.
Why is we shocked? Why is they like, oh my God, look at the picture. Haven't we been out of Earth hundreds of times and people have taken, supposedly have taken multiple pictures? Why would this be a thing of, oh wow, look at Earth? Don't they take pictures every time they leave Earth? All right, man, go ahead. Dog.
On the mission, coming straight from the astronauts in outer space.
The burn that commits us to flying around the moon.
NASA's Artemis 2 is officially out of this world.
Humanity has once again shown what we are capable of.
The crew left Earth's orbit Thursday and is now heading straight to the moon, and there's no turning back.
Do y'all also understand? What is Elon and them doing then? What is Elon and what is the dude that owned the Amazon thing? What is he doing like with like the little space thing? Didn't the women they just go out of Earth? Didn't they take pictures? Why is we so, oh my God, look at the pictures. Shouldn't we have enough pictures? Oh, but when the women went, they didn't even have their cell phones. I'll play to it.
I know the United States has done this 1968 through 1972, but this is unbelievable that we can put our minds to something and pull it off. This is an unbelievable technical accomplishment.
But y'all ain't pulled off nothing yet. It's just day 2, pimp. It's kind of like you trying to take a trip to California and it's day 2 and y'all just making it round. Let's say day 2, y'all just hitting like Alabama or something. It's a wonderful mission that we're on and this is a beautiful thing. Y'all ain't made it there yet, pimp. I don't understand. This is the beginning.
72, but this is unbelievable that we can put our minds to something and pull it off. This is
so right at the point or right at the position that they is at. This is unbelievable. Haven't y'all had people to reach the point where they are right now recording? Haven't we sent somebody at least to the distance that they is right now? This is unbelievable.
This is an unbelievable technical accomplishment.
The crew is now set to slingshot around the moon, sending the 4 astronauts to places humans have never been before, all the way behind it.
We are definitely 100%.
Did y'all just understand? Dog, we play too much. I just saw it. I didn't know that this is the travel plan.
Technical accomplishment.
Look.
The crew is
this is gonna be the travel
now
plan.
set to slingshot around the moon.
We slick. So they came up out of like Florida or something. I don't know where they done took off from, Tampa or something like that right there. So we went up and we're gonna go around Earth. We're gonna go around the top part of Earth, not the bottom part of Earth. Not the middle, not the bottom. We're gonna go the top. We're gonna go this way. Come on round. We gonna go. Wait. So we gonna come round and then swing and then come round and then swing and swing and swing ourselves back. Problem. Why we why are we not swinging around the moon the amount of times that we got to swing around Earth? Notice it has to slingshot us around now. So we're not using gas. Well, I know that we got gas, but we're not using gas to get, you said they got to build up speed. I don't understand it, because if y'all left Earth at the momentum, if y'all left Earth, why not just come straight here instead of going back round Earth to come round here? Maybe I don't understand the math and all that fly stuff. Maybe I don't understand how slingshots work. But if I left here, wait. Listen. And this is why a lot of people think that the Earth is not round. Why we can't never just make a straight shot? Why we can't just go straight? If I'm in Florida and I can see the moon, why I can't just fly from Florida to the moon? You mean to tell me I got to fly from Florida, get out of space, go round, so it could slingshot me in the direction that I was going when I first left Earth?
Sending the 4 astronauts to places humans have never been before, all the way behind it.
We are definitely 100% on our way.
I don't even understand how this is an accomplishment for us to go behind the moon. I honestly don't.
The moon, the lunar gravity will take over.
They got a Cadillac motor
in a couple of days here and start pulling us around the far side.
NASA says so far the Orion spacecraft has performed flawlessly, except for one very essential piece of equipment.
I heard that there was a little bit of an issue with the toilet. Which one of you was the plumber?
I'm proud to call myself the space plumber. I like to say that it is probably the most important piece of equipment on board, so we were all breathing a sigh of relief when it turned out to be just fine.
NASA released the first image of Earth taken from thousands of miles away, and during the journey, the high-flying crew says they're not forgetting to enjoy the ride.
They said that they just took the first image of Earth from thousands of miles away.
To be professional, but the kid inside of you wants to break out and just hoot and holler.
And if all goes according to plan, the crew will spend 10 days together before splashing down in the Pacific Ocean off San Diego. In New York, Caroline Elliott, Fox 13.
So I think they left from Tampa. Where did the Optimus 2 leave from? I said the wrong word. So it left out of Kennedy Space Station. Kennedy Space Station. So not Tampa, just on the East Coast. And what's the East Coast? Damn it. That's over there in Cocoa Beach or something? Cocoa Beach or something. So why do it have to come back in? So it leave from Florida, but it got to come on back in San Diego. So they basically flew out of Melbourne, Satellite Beach, Cocoa Beach. Got it. Let's get this off my goddamn screen because it's about to piss me off right now. This is the first time. This is the first pictures.
Professional, but the kid inside of you wants to break out and just hoot and holler.
And if image of Earth taken just fine. NASA released the first image of Earth taken from thousands of miles away.
Just remember the words that has been said for your future out here in these streets. This the first.
And during the journey, the high-flying crew says,
I'm done. Moving right along. I ain't gonna even much hold you. I don't even want to depress y'all right now. Man, I think they playing too much. Shout out to the Archer for the $5 super chat. He said Neil deGrasse Tyson can answer all your questions. He said he'll probably let you interview him too. Facts. And I have watched a lot of his interviews and stuff. And I do understand that he's an neurologist, physicist, or something like that. He is really, really good with out of earth stuff and stuff like that. But he still believed that we went out of space and stuff. So it's kind of difficult to talk to some people. And I do understand if you believe, then you just believe what you believe. I get that right there, but and even according to what NASA them have said over the years and the astronauts have said, it's a whole bunch of contradictories, but you're supposed to believe. That's what's up. Yeah, from Florida to California. Why? Watch this. Have y'all been seeing the videos off of Twitter that Elon have been posting with his space shuttles leaving Earth? And then the space shuttle's coming right back down, and it's not dropping in the ocean. His spaceships, his shuttles or something, that it comes back down and it sits right back down to where it left at. To where it left from. Shout out to Logan for the $2 super chat. Say sent you one. I appreciate that right there. For real though. It's crazy. It's crazy. But I believe it. I do believe it. Moving right along. Listen, I don't know if y'all had done heard anything about we got a Baltimore. We got a baby out of Baltimore. Oh, pretty sister, beautiful sister. They always be beautiful, don't. Well, not all, but a lot of them, they really do be lookers. You know, it'd be some nice little eye candy that's dying. So shout out to all the ice candy that's dying. Hold on. Shout out to Aaron. Wait. I think that I already did that right there. I was excited. Shout out to Simone for the $5 cash out. You say it looked like a homeless camp up in there. Facts. Remember, they spent $93 billion. $93 billion. Now I want y'all to understand what is going to be said after the mission. That it took a woman to fix the toilet. Out of all the men, the woman had to fix the toilet. That's what's up. We play too much. We have a Baltimore mother who speaks out after her daughter was killed in Texas. That's what she say. Sad story. Here we go, y'all.
The big story at 5:30. A Baltimore mother says her daughter was on a trip with her boyfriend to celebrate her birthday when the couple was gunned down in Houston, Texas, right near the airport there.
Caroline Forback tells us about the moment Sarita Chase knew something was terribly wrong in her fight to get justice for her daughter, India.
She was a spoiled, cute little curly-haired girl with big old eyes. She had a sassy personality.
Sarita Chase says her daughter, India Thomas, was like her best friend.
You know how girls go out with their girlfriends? That was what I hung out with my daughter.
Oh, mama cute too, okay.
Last month, Thomas had planned to go to Houston with her boyfriend, 25-year-old Darrell Hall, and then fly to Miami to celebrate her 27th birthday. But Chase says she had a bad feeling about the trip.
My intuition told me that my daughter should not be hanging out in Texas. Her boyfriend frequent Texas, and for some reason, I just told my daughter not to go with him.
Chase says she was in contact with her daughter all day on Friday, February 27th, but stopped hearing from her around 11 p.m.
I just knew in my heart that something was wrong.
Houston.
Your intuition told her to not go to Texas with the boyfriend because the boyfriend frequents Texas, but you did not have an intuition to tell her not to date the boyfriend? Y'all be tripping me out with this intuition stuff.
Police say Thomas and Hall's bodies were found on Radio Road the next day. Hall was in the middle of the roadway and Thomas was in a nearby ditch, both with multiple gunshot wounds. Thomas left behind her two sons, the youngest she shared with Hall. Houston police have not announced any suspects at this time, but Chase believes her daughter and Hall were set up by someone they knew.
The people who did it, you know, they have to be evil.
Chase is heartbroken, but she says she has faith that her daughter's killer will be brought to justice.
My daughter's going to be the reason why you don't ever get a chance to do this to another person.
On your corner in Baltimore, Caroline Forback for WJZ.
That's a pretty little picture right there, but look. Do y'all understand that the pictures that the media just showed us was given to them by the mother? She gave the media this picture. She gave the media this picture because I'm guessing that this is the best picture that both of them together had taken. He has a joint between his fingers. She got on tights to show us how thick she was or how fat her ass was. Huh? We should have not had to see a picture of her daughter with a big booty. Hell, we can't even see her face. I want y'all to just think this the picture that mama gave to them people. And then say, I had an intuition. I had an intuition like, girl, you shouldn't go to Texas because he always going to Texas.
planned to go to Houston with her boyfriend, 25-year-old Darrell Hall, and then fly to Miami to celebrate her 27th birthday. But Chase says she had a bad feeling about the trip.
You say to celebrate her 27th?
He says she had a bad feeling Hall and then fly to Miami to celebrate her 27th birthday. But Chase says she had a bad feeling about the trip.
My intuition told me that my daughter should not be hanging out in Texas. Her boyfriend frequent Texas. And for some reason, I just told my daughter not to go with him.
So this is not just her boyfriend, it's her baby daddy. Is this the first time that you had an intuition saying don't do something with him that had involved him? I don't understand.
Says she was in contact with her daughter all day on Friday, February 27th, but stopped hearing from her around 11 p.m.
I just knew in my heart that something was wrong.
Houston police say Thomas and Hall's bodies were found on Radio Road the next day. Hall was in the middle of the roadway and Thomas was in a nearby ditch, both with multiple gunshot wounds. Thomas.
Yeah, that was a hit. That sounded like a hit to me. Or somebody must have owed somebody some, or they were going to buy that work. Huh?
Thomas left behind her 2 sons, the youngest she shared with Hall. Houston police have not announced any suspects at this time.
And I'm guessing that this is the other sister because this is the mama. The mama look as young as they do. If this is the mama, I'm assuming that this is the mama, and I'm just going to say that this is a sister here. They all look good, though.
Chase believes her daughter and Hall were set up by someone they knew.
Yeah, but typically when they all look good like that right there, just saying, moving right along, I ain't gonna even much hold you. Decision. Mama, sorry that you had done lost your baby, but decision making was everything. Decision making is key in everything, in every decision. Everything that we do, y'all, it's on us. It is literally on us. Let me go on and take y'all around here to the Waffle House. To the Waffle House. And shout out to all my lighter hue brothers and sisters. It really do be shocking me. It really, really be shocking me that y'all don't just call N-words to N-words. Listen, after certain situations, I would be able to really, really understand how white folk would call you N-words to N-words. Huh? Now, I got a situation at a Waffle House. To where a lighter hue brother of ours done got paralyzed because he was at the Waffle House with a whole bunch of darker hue folk that had just left the shaker booty pajama party or the twerking pajama party. It was a party. These people had a twerk pajama party. I ain't mad at them. I wish I could have attended. You know what I'm saying? Because it wasn't going to be nothing but them little loose pajama pants and a whole bunch of ass shaking. You know, I was going to be trying to hunch, but, you know, you fellas just be laying around hugging with one another just looking. Y'all ain't doing them. But anyway, let me go on and put this up on the screen. We have a situation that happened at the Waffle House. It's a shooting. Here we go.
Richardson police released pictures of several persons of interest for a Waffle House parking lot shooting that left a high school senior paralyzed. Police say multiple people fired guns during the March 19th shooting. A third person, a juvenile, has been arrested and is charged with deadly conduct. Fox 4's David Centenary spoke with police about the concept and the status of their investigation. David?
That's right. A juvenile is now the third person to be arrested in connection to this case, but the shooter who paralyzed a young man has not been identified.
It's proved to be challenging to get these guys actually identified.
Richardson Police Department releasing surveillance images of 5 persons of interest connected to a shootout at a Waffle House parking lot
and they all dog you.
Last month.
We're trying to nail down exactly that timeline, nail down exactly those events, who was standing where, what they were doing.
The shooting victim, 18-year-old Richardson High senior Seth Jackson, now paralyzed from the waist down.
Look at Seth. Look at Seth Jackson with his mom and his daddy. That boy had both parents. Paralyzed.
You've got one individual who now is paralyzed for the rest of his life. Life-changing event.
Before the shooting, more than 500 people showed up to a twerk pajama party.
Twerk pajama party. 500 people at a little building.
At at this commercial building in Dallas. After police officers broke up the party, dozens went to the Waffle House.
It seemed to be just an organic gathering of the groups.
But the gathering of groups turned violent. An arrest warrant reveals 18-year-old Taylor Griffin and 17-year-old Charles Webster, both Anna ISD students, allegedly punched people in the face after a dispute over a girl.
Then I had to always keep trying to tell y'all. About that monkey. We fail.
Then multiple people from two groups fired weapons.
You never want to see two groups getting in a fight and then that many weapons coming out and bullets flying in each direction.
Cell phone video shows one gunman, but the department says it has not identified which gunman shot Jackson.
It's important for there to be some accountability.
A juvenile is now arrested for deadly conduct for firing a weapon, but because that suspect is underage, additional details are unavailable. Police do not believe anyone showed up to Waffle House with the intention of shooting, but now that someone is paralyzed, they want more witnesses to speak up.
Several of them left prior to us getting on the scene. So there's the possibility that people left the scene when they may have recorded some footage that might prove useful.
Police believe the groups included students from Anna ISD, Richardson ISD, and possibly other nearby districts. Police want viewers to look closely at these images, especially since some are wearing masks, making identification difficult.
Obviously, you wear a mask to cover who you are and, conceal your identity.
Police believe at least some of those people, those persons of interest in those photos, were armed at the Waffle House that evening. Again, if you have any information on who they are or anything else.
And if y'all know something, well, y'all go ahead on to say something. Listen. Now, imagine that your child just went on outside. Went on outside to have a good little time, and damn, it just turned out like they rail. I just want to say to all parents, I think that we got to start raising our children, and I don't care about your color. I think we need to start raising our children to where when there is a group, and I'm going on to say it because a lot of y'all be afraid to really say it. When there is a group of darky hue folk, teach your children to leave, do not be around, don't slide up there. Wait until the group vanish. Wait until they gone. If you need gas in your car and it's a group of darky hue folk, don't stop. I know, Willie, why you talking about your own people and all that? Nah, boy, them killers. Boy, them is killers. I ain't my goddamn people. Oh, people who causing problems, who is changing the trajectory of people's lives by violence. Ain't my damn people, dog. Got to be more careful. Ladies, this why y'all be dying too, because y'all be amongst the groups. Players, you players who is not the killers, get yourself messed up because y'all amongst the groups. Just saying, no doubt, because like this is not the first time darky hue groups have been there and had done pop somebody who ain't got nothing to do with nothing and done ruined their life and their life's trajectory. You know what I'm saying? Stay from around these groups. This shit is not even fun no more. Dog. Groups used to be fun. Groups used to be fun. You say more than 3 people, I gotta go. I'm trying, man, listen. You can call people scared with scary ass. You're damn right I'm scary. And I'm scared for my goddamn children. I hope my children don't be around none of you. I'm trying to tell you something. For real though, man. For real. I got a store. I got one out of Montgomery County. Is that Alabama? Or is that like Washington or something like that right there? We got surveillance. We got footage. You people again. Listen. Not all blacks is the problem. Not all dog you folk is the problem. There's just a high number. It's more than half. It's more than half of us out here who really is the problem, but we all is put inside the same bowl. I'm just trying to help y'all separate yourselves, dog. Say, or don't separate yourselves. Just make sure that you record, and upload when some shit pop off. I'm trying to help. I'm trying to take something. We have surveillance footage. A video showing a fucking shootout. Oh, I almost used the F-bomb. My bad. Because that shit just be disturbing. Sometimes out here, we have a shootout in the grocery store. People trying to buy groceries. We have a shootout in the grocery store. Pay attention.
Let's get to our top story now. New this morning, surveillance video of a shooting inside of a Montgomery County giant food store.
Yeah, scary video. When you see it, you'll understand. 2 teens now under arrest being charged as adults for attempted murder. All right, let's not wait any longer. Let's get to Mel. She's out in Germantown with the latest for us.
Yeah, good morning, guys. Yes, certainly, yeah, that was my reaction when I saw the video, too. Just that these could have been near misses. Now, you can see in the video the bullets flying inside of this giant grocery store, not only striking the teen victim, but sailing past the heads of customers. Here's that video now. It was recorded March 20th at 8:40 p.m. The suspects identified as 16-year-old Dembia Tandia in all black and 19-year-old Marcus Braithwaite in gray are running with guns drawn in the produce section, chasing another teenager throughout the store. Now, at the top of the screen, you'll see a white arrow pointing at the teenage victim and a red arrow showing the 2 suspects as the victim runs past the checkout lanes filled with shoppers. At least one of the suspects fires wildly, striking the teen 2 times, and you can see here hitting other objects like balloons that appear to fall down on the floor. Frightened customers duck and run for cover. This witness did not want to be identified on camera.
These fools hit the vigil balloons. You know, the ones that we do like the vigils with. They shooting the balloons, y'all.
We were just in the parking lot. We heard basically just a loud bang from inside the store. We just see 2 kids run outside from the store, and one of them's just yelling like, "I got him in the leg, got him in the leg." And then the other kid just yells, "I forgot my phone." And he runs back in the store to grab his phone, and they both come out, get in the car, and drive away.
Now, police investigators did find that cell phone that one of the suspects had dropped fleeing the scene. There was also a $10,000 reward for information leading to an arrest in the case. Both suspects have been taken into custody, and they are expected to have court appearances today. They're facing very serious charges, including felonies like attempted first-degree murder.
Now, I don't know if there has ever been any other hue of people who have done shootouts in grocery stores. Please send me those types of videos so we can put everybody on blast, because I don't just want to be pointing the finger at darker hue folks as if we are the only one who do things like this right here. But this is why the produce is high. You fools out here shooting by the lettuce. Y'all shooting by the lettuce. I was in the because I had to go like to Walmart a few days ago, something like that right there. Grapes high as hell. Is it because y'all shooting over the grapes? What is we out here doing? And damn it, I thought that he was a she when he walked inside the store with these damn tights. I thought he had on tight sweats or something. I thought that was a girl. Listen. Before the face hat done came up, I thought that it was a chubby sister or something. Look, what?
It is 16-year-old Dembia Tandia in all black and 19-year-old Marcus Braithwaite in gray are running with guns drawn in the produce section.
And y'all got nerve to have on sweats. And this will trip me out about people who carry guns. Y'all, well, you N-words will be carrying guns, because regular folk, they typically don't carry guns with sweats. Y'all be having sweats and guns on you. Sweats with guns. Every step you take, your pants or your shorts tend to fall down because they are sweats. And a lot of y'all be out here with basketball shorts on with Desert Eagles. I just don't understand you fools. Just stupid.
Marcus Braithwaite in gray are running with guns drawn in the produce section, chasing another teenager throughout the store. Now, at the top of the screen, you'll see a white arrow pointing at the teenage victim and a red arrow showing the 2 suspects.
Use your kinfolk, dog. Listen, man. Oh, and this is why I kind of don't be upset. Well, hell, moving right along, I ain't even much older. But I kind of don't be upset when they be raising the prices of homes in certain communities and stuff like that right there, because the higher the prices, the less these fools live in your community. And the higher the prices, the less you have Section 8. Now, I'm not saying because these kids, they grow up in affluent neighborhoods that they don't do crimes and stuff like that. That ain't what I'm saying. I'm just saying there's less crime. It's less crime in affluent neighborhoods. It's less crime to where like your mortgage $3,500. You know what I'm saying? When your house is $500,000 or more, you know what I'm saying? You have less crime. I'm not saying that you don't have crime. You have less crime when it comes down to the youths. The most that be going on with the youths in the affluent neighborhoods is typically them essential products. Maybe high, you know what I'm saying? They got a little drunk, you know. It's just stuff like that right there. But man, this stuff a problem. Like going on out here to is that Brooklyn? Is that Brooklyn? It's in New York. We finna go to New York. Now, as y'all come on in, I need some thumbs ups. Oh, it's 8:10? Oh, yeah, because we had to restart. And I'm pretty sure that the numbers would have been over 150 by now. Affluent is it like a big word out here? Yeah. I be trying to think of like these new words to use and use like some synonyms and stuff like that right there. Yes, y'all be like, ooh, Willie getting smarter. Stuff like that right there. I got 80 with the thumbs up. I think we should be able to hit 100. Like quick. If y'all just not coming on in. Oh, and I gotta tell y'all, if you is subscribed to me, make sure that you check your subscription and check that you have hit the bell. Because in case y'all don't know, YT be unsubscribing you people. It is known YT be unsubscribing you people. Huh? I'm just saying. So I do understand that you saying, yeah, Willie, I am subscribed. Check it. It's not going to hurt you to check it right now. I'm trying to find me some polo shirts right now. Yeah. We got to go on out here to where a baby done got shot. A baby done got shot by the... I can't take y'all serious. Well, the manhunt continues. Out here, man, for two suspects. They out here shooting shit and done shot a little baby girl. You know, if y'all know something, man, say something.
Brooklyn. Faith leaders are gathering in Brooklyn to call for justice and for the man wanted in a deadly shooting of a baby girl to turn himself in.
Yeah, just devastating. The 7-month-old infant was killed by a stray bullet shot in the head while her mother was pushing her in a stroller.
Police believe that the baby is the victim now of gang violence. Eyewitness News reporter Jaysha Patel is live for us in East Williamsburg with more on this. Jaysha, you heard it there. They're asking for whoever's responsible for this to turn themselves in.
Turn yourself in, dog.
Yeah, they are in San Pedro, Tanya. You can imagine. It's actually hard to imagine what this family is just going through right now. Like you mentioned, the victim has been identified as a 7-month-old baby girl, Kaori Patterson Moore, and she was just sitting in her stroller when she was shot in the head. And this morning, civil rights leader Reverend Kevin McCall is announcing a $5,000 reward for information leading to the arrest of the suspect that's still out there. Only one of the suspects is in custody.
I be saying that too. I thought that guns wasn't allowed in New York, but everybody got guns in New York. Remember they had the mayor who had the stop and frisk, and black folk were like, but they targeting us. But then when they said how many guns that they got off the streets by targeting people, you like, oh well, hell, at least they took the guns off the street. Why is y'all out here with guns anyway? Anyway, go ahead.
We're expecting that press conference to start any minute now, but police yesterday said that 2 suspects were involved in that shooting yesterday afternoon. They tried to get away on a moped.
They on little mopeds popping.
Alleged shooter is in custody, and police are looking for the driver of that moped. This is a picture of him. You can see he was wearing light gray pants, a white t-shirt with a black surgical mask over his lower face. And investigators say he was last seen going towards the Marcy houses more than a mile away.
The Marcy Projects, where Jay-Z done
from here. The shooting happened around 1:20 yesterday afternoon, and the 2 suspects pulled up on a moped here to Moore and Humboldt Street. The suspect sitting in the rear of the moped took out a gun and started shooting multiple times, hitting 7-month-old Kaori. That family ran into a deli where minutes later they realized their daughter had been shot.
I want to tell y'all this right here. That baby is 7 months, and I'm pretty sure 9 times out of 10 they did not have life insurance for that baby.
Sitting next to her 2-year-old brother in a double stroller, he was grazed in the back and is okay. But Kaori again was shot in the head and died at the hospital. The only way that this
The only person that this may benefit is if the daddy didn't want the baby. This is where it really, really could benefit somebody. Go ahead.
Again, was shot in the head and died at the hospital. And this is a picture from the surveillance video inside of the deli showing the moment the family realized Coyote was shot. They were understandably just distraught. The suspects tried getting away on the moped northbound on Humboldt Street, and surveillance video shows them going the wrong way down a one-way street, and you can see they collided with the car at Manhattan Avenue and Siegel Street, and both suspects were thrown from that moped. The alleged gunman and rear passenger landed so hard his shoes flew off, and he was rushed to the hospital, where he was later taken into custody for an unrelated incident, a domestic violence-related robbery. But again, police this morning still trying to track down the other suspect who was driving that moped.
That boy fell on the back of his neck. Hold on. That boy hit the back of his neck. Look at that. Damn it, they in the air. Look, watch.
One-way street, and you can see
Damn, he had to have a concussion.
Going the wrong way down a one-way street, and you can see they collided with the car at Manhattan Avenue and Siegel Street, and both suspects were thrown from that moped. The alleged gunman and rear passenger landed so hard his shoes flew off, and he was rushed to the hospital, where he was later taken into custody for an unrelated incident, a domestic violence-related robbery. But again,
shout out to the driver. The driver, he hit the ground and popped right up. Watch.
Taken into custody for an unrelated incident, a domestic violence-related robbery.
Oh, a soldier.
But again, police this morning still trying to track down the other suspect who was driving that moped.
One egg gonna have a stroke. Watch.
Back out here live, we know that investigators have the moped and shell casings. This investigation is ongoing, but yesterday they said that they believe that this was a gang-motivated shooting. Again, we're waiting for that press conference to start any minute now. A $5,000 reward is being offered for any information regarding the suspects.
All the rich folk and millionaires out there in New York, somebody need to throw like another $5. Somebody got to throw like another little $5. Damn, $1,000 on that is something. Them fools is out here shooting shit, man. But y'all will arrest them and y'all to give them like a second chance. We think that they have been rehabilitated. Put it right back out there in your community. It's just is what it is. I'm just saying so. Oh, how many of y'all? Wait, hold on. No, we don't want to do that. We don't want to do that. We don't want to change. We don't want to change the tone. And I've been holding on this shit right here for like 2 weeks. I don't know what I was thinking. But anyway, y'all come on in. Come on in. How many likes we got? How many likes we got? Ooh, give y'all a pat on the back, but y'all made it over 100. We got 101. We should be at like 150 because we did start late because we had technical difficulties, and I had to go ahead on the come on back out here in these streets. Mississippi. Going to Mississippi. Sad story in Mississippi. Oh, wait. Damn it, I can't do that right there. I got to get y'all what y'all came for out here. We got a mayor down bad. A vice mayor down bad. Baby done lost her life out of Florida. My state, stand your ground state. Bust up, go home state. Please don't run up. We in Fifth Hour Life state. Got a situation. Situation. Let me fix it. Go ahead on and grab that right there. Bam. We going down here to South Florida, like I had done said. We have a vice mayor, who now husband has been charged in the murder of her husband. They say they knocked off a vice mayor out here in the doggone street. Gonna put up on the screen for you. Pay attention.
To the death of Coral Springs Vice Mayor Nancy Matera Bowen continued today with her
husband
been officially arrested in her killing and facing a judge. Local 10's Terrell Forney is live in Fort Lauderdale with new details in this case. Terrell?
And Nicole, among those shocking allegations, police allege that this man killed his wife, the vice mayor, and slept in the same home in the overnight hours. He is now under arrest and being held here at the Broward County Jail without bond.
What did she do?
Sky 10 up above as crime scene detectives were spotted still working the Coral Springs home where Vice Mayor Nancy Matera Bowen was killed. And police say it was all at the hands of her own husband, Stephen Bowen.
Steven, what that baby did. Tell us what she did.
Mr. Bowen, good morning, sir. The 40-year-old appeared before a judge today on charges of premeditated murder and tampering with physical evidence.
Premeditated murder. Listen, you a 40-year-old husband and your wife is a vice mayor. So she climbing the ranks, which makes y'all as a whole look good, right? I would think.
An arrest report says cops performing a welfare check at the home found Nancy's body wrapped in blankets and black garbage bags in the bed of the second-floor master bedroom.
Would anybody else from the public like to be heard?
The vice mayor was noticeably absent from Wednesday's city commission meeting, which raised alarm bells among her colleagues.
Initially, I just thought maybe there was just, issues trying to deal with work and whatnot, and so we led the meeting.
Stephen Bowen was eventually cornered by cops at an apartment complex in Plantation, where they found his F-150 pickup truck. In fact, police towed away several vehicles tied to the case. It's also where officers handcuffed and arrested Stephen. Investigators believe that Bowen also visited this home in Lauderdale Lakes after the shooting to drop off a rifle to an unsuspecting uncle and to allegedly make a startling admission. Bowen explained that he shot Nancy 3 times with a shotgun the previous night and then slept downstairs, and that Nancy was rolled up in a comforter with a garbage bag around her feet. When asked why, Stephen Bowen said that he couldn't take it anymore.
Stephen said I couldn't take it no more, but he ain't telling us what he couldn't take no more. All we know that he couldn't take it no more, so it's something that he couldn't take no more. See, and one thing about a whole bunch of people, when we be outside, we be projecting the whole different type of us. When we be behind closed doors with our significant others, then we be who we really, really be being. We be so sweet outside. It's dangerous behind closed doors, but go ahead.
Condolences have been pouring in from around the state for the trailblazing politician.
She's probably one of the most sincere public safety servants that I have met, not just over the last 7 years, but throughout my entire lifetime.
And that was Broward Sheriff Gregory Toney, who, of course, worked with the Coral Springs Police Department as a sergeant. This was in the years before Nancy Mateo Bowen was elected to her position on the commission. Nonetheless, we know that these condolences, they continue to pour in. There is a candlelight vigil that is planned for tomorrow night outside of the Coral Springs City Hall. One more note we should add, that even though police allege that Stephen Bowen made some admissions to a family member about what he did not do the same thing with detectives. In fact, he declined to speak with detectives, according to these officers, and he opted for a lawyer. So again, this investigation is still ongoing. We are live in Fort Lauderdale tonight to Row 4.
So basically what they're trying to tell us what he hadn't told kinfolk, because kinfolk had to tell that to law enforcement. What they're saying is that they really can't take the word of the kinfolk, and plus he did not say that to law enforcement, so we got to take it as hearsay right now. But I'm gonna say if they got that from kinfolk, I can believe what kinfolk had done said, because typically when we talk to kinfolk, we like keep it 100. You know what I'm saying? Especially how we just been to knock somebody off. You know what I'm saying? We don't slid on around there and dropped off the gun. Here, man, you just hold the gun. And then you got to ask yourself this right here. How did they know that he dropped off the gun? Did kinfolk call in on him? I'm just saying. Did kinfolk call? He say, buddy should have walked away. But see, this is domestic love. We don't walk away. We stay in the relationship, and damn it, we try to work the relationship out. As you should try to work. Listen, stop leaving. All that right there. You signed up for
some other news, some breaking news.
You was once in love.
Nancy Mateo Bowen is dead, and police say her husband remains in custody. Police say they're investigating the vice mayor's death as a domestic violence incident. NBC6's Nico Clemens joins us live in Coral Springs. And Nico, you were in the press conference, and can you describe how all this went down?
Trina, there were many tears inside Coral Springs City Hall. There were hugs.
not a dry eye really in that building. One commissioner even said the commission is incomplete. And so we heard from the police chief, we heard from the commissioner, we heard from the city manager not that long ago here in Coral Springs. This is news really, Trina, that has shocked not just Coral Springs, but the entire South Florida community. Here is the vice mayor, again, her photo, Vice Mayor Bowen, Nancy Bowen. And so police say they went to check on the vice mayor at her home this morning. When officers showed up, they say they found the vice mayor dead. This afternoon, police, they were still at.
Somebody said big, nice homes in a big community with no yards. Yeah, but we spend a lot in Florida for big ass houses. Which ain't got no yard. It ain't like it used to be.
The house, they're still at the house right now. Detectives are talking with Bowen's husband, Stephen Bowen. They say he is in their custody. And this, we have some video that shows.
I was elected the first black commissioner in 2018. She became the first black woman elected in Coral Springs in 2019.
Led up to police going to the home. All they said was they were there to check on the vice mayor's well-being. A couple of things, if you don't know about Vice Mayor Bowen, she is the first black and Haitian American woman commissioner of Coral Springs.
Also, like y'all be calling them tethers, so like she's a tether.
She was elected in 2020, re-elected in 2024. We talked with the commissioner here. He says Bowen was like a big sister.
I was elected the first black commissioner in 2018. She became the first black woman elected in Coral Springs in 2019.
Sad.
So many emotions today here in Coral Springs, and many people are reacting to this tragic news, including, Trina, the Florida Democratic Party. They are reacting to the death of Vice Mayor Bowen. They said in a statement that the vice mayor was a brilliant barrier breaker.
Have y'all ever noticed that we be so good at our jobs? We be so good at community service and, you know, clocking in and clocking out and all that good stuff. We really put our best foot forward on our jobs. And that's also because we don't look at relationships as jobs. And I keep making a comparison to try to let y'all know that a relationship is a job. A job is a relationship. But people may get offended. I'm not no damn job. Yes, she is. Yes, she is. Your significant other has to work you. Your significant other got to work you. Try to tell you something. But we do put our best foot forward now outside the home. And a lot of people may say because we have to build up this energy to go out and make the money and all that stuff. And when we come home, we let our hair down and we just relaxing because we're trying to build up some more energy to go and do it all over again. I think that we need to build up the energy to be outside and to be at home. And you need to build up your energy when you sleep. I think that it's sad that we give outside more than we give inside. Just saying, but the baby done lost her life, and I wish that well, we're gonna have to wait for some updates, something like that right there. I can almost guarantee that either, and I'm basically going off what they say that he had done told kinfolk. He's sick of this shit. Tired of it. Maybe she was talking crap to him. Depends on whether he has a career or not. Whether he has a job or not. Maybe because of how she was doing so much and so good and she's working. Maybe he is not working to her level and or above her level. Maybe she is one who talked down on her man. Maybe she looks at the other men who she's around and on the job and at the mayor's office and where they be making decisions at as higher skilled men or men who are prospering. And now she's looking at her husband like, well, he's not doing as good as those men that I work around. So a lot of women tend to talk down to their man or their husband. Maybe she talked too damn much at home. Ladies, this is one of the biggest reasons that y'all be dying in y'all domestic love relationship. Y'all mouth. Maybe she, damn it, maybe she out here slick rapping. or was slick rapping. We never know. But I can't wait till they give us some type of hold on. Oh, wait. They got an update. I know that this ain't no update. I think we got an update thing. Oh, we do from 6 hours ago. We got it from 6 hours ago. Let's go ahead on and see
Chilling
what
new
they're talking
details
about.
tonight in the murder of Coral Springs
Okay,
Vice
here we
Mayor
go.
Nancy Mater Bowen. Police say she was killed by her husband with a shotgun muzzled by a pillow. Detectives say he then
that's her
slept in their
husband.
house while her body was upstairs.
Hold on.
With a shotgun.
Damn. Look how good they look as a couple, dog. It look like they go together. That's what's up.
Muzzled by a pillow. Detectives say he then slept in their house while her body was upstairs.
He shot her with a shotgun. With a pillow. He put the pillow between the gun and her and shot her.
CBS News Miami's Abby Dodge is your reporter
I
live in
wonder
Coral
what she
Springs
did.
with the latest on the murder that's shocked the community. Abby?
Statements and messages from all across the state of Florida have been pouring in over the last couple of days, but it's right here in Coral Springs where the loss of the vice mayor is felt the most. Coral Springs is filled with sorrow. Flags at half-staff and a growing memorial are a small indicator of Vice Mayor Nancy Mater Bowen's reach. She was ingrained in her community and sought support from other elected leaders like Tamarac's Vice Mayor Marlon Bolton, who said her career was just getting started.
She always wants to excel, but not just excel. She wanted to make sure that any job that she had, she wanted to help people. And so she thought that Congress would have done that for her.
Friends say she was set to announce her candidacy today. Bolton says he got a call from her family shortly after her death asking for prayers.
The family is still mourning. They're shut in. They're crying. They're weeping. And you know, we just have to pray for them.
A city staffer had tried to reach Mater Bowen's husband asking for help after she didn't show up to a meeting. Bowen replied he texted his wife and she's not picking up. The mayor of Coral Springs shared his sorrow with the city Thursday.
She was more than a colleague. She was a dear friend, a leader, and a true light in our city. She showed us what a true public servant looks like.
According to the arrest form, her body was found wrapped in blankets and placed inside of garbage bags. Detectives say Stephen Bowen, now charged with premeditated murder and tampering with evidence, confessed to shooting his wife when he showed up at his uncle's house to hide a shotgun. He allegedly told his uncle he couldn't take it anymore. Bolton says Mater Bowen's death will not define her legacy.
I don't think that we want to remember how she died, but we want to remember how she lived.
And a vigil is going to be held tomorrow night starting at 7 o'clock here at City Hall. As far as Stephen Bowen, he is still in jail in Broward County without bond. Anyone coming to the vigil tomorrow night is asked to wear orange or green. Live from here.
Orange or green if y'all gonna come on around there. But look. It trips me out when people say this little part right here. We don't want people defined by.
I don't think that we want to remember how she died, but we want to remember how she lived.
We don't want to remember how she died, but we want to remember how she lived. Well, I just want to say, once they just put out that she got shot with a shotgun muzzle with a pillow. Yeah, we pretty much gonna remember the muzzling of the shotgun with a pillow. I'm just saying. Say facts, Willie is right. They say she was creeping. Listen, we did not see them interview females. They interviewed males. Now, I'm not saying that that's a thing, but I can kind of look at that as a thing. Not now woman had nothing to say. Not now woman had nothing to say. It was just men, and she was good peoples and all that. And hell, she probably was good peoples. I'm just saying, I be out here speculating as I should until I get all of the information that they gonna get us. Just saying, moving right along. I ain't gonna get much hold you. Decisions, dog. Decisions is everything. It's just everything. Yep. We got to be careful. We really do got to be careful. How many thumbs up do we have? And ladies, I don't care. We don't care about your damn position and your degrees and all that. Boy, your mouth. A lot of y'all are still on earth because y'all actually have a good mouth. I'm going to say that again. A lot of y'all are still on earth because y'all have a good mouth. Meaning y'all know how to use your mouth. Not in a sexual way, but that is a plus. But not in a sexual way, but y'all know how to tame your inner beast. Y'all know what to say, when to say. Y'all know when to close that thing. Y'all know when to do that thing like that right there. Mm-hmm. That's why a lot of y'all are still on earth. Mm-hmm. Now, a lot of y'all that should not be on earth and is still on earth because you know how to do this. Because y'all old can be real, real nasty, but y'all know how to do that right there and still keep y'all on earth. Trying to help. Move right along, move right along. Now, where's we going now? What, damn it, is this in Florida? I don't think this is in Florida, but we got a 20-year-old babysitter. Oh, in Orlando. Killed. Orlando. A babysitter killed in Orlando. This is just some wild. Oh, I've been holding on to a whole bunch of things. I don't even much know why. And the family is wondering, why is the shooter free? So the shooter who done killed the babysitter is just out here free. Was this a domestic love story? I don't even much know. I'm going to put that on up. Here we go.
New at 10, we are hearing from the family of a 20-year-old woman who was shot and killed in
What y'all doing?
an Orlando apartment complex. Good evening, I'm Greg Wormuth. Now, this is the second Orlando homicide in just a few weeks where the victim was a young woman.
You heard that? Second time in a few weeks. Victim is a girl out here.
Channel 9's Ashton Webb joins us live from Orlando Police Headquarters. She's been working on the story for us today. And Ashton, the family says that she was babysitting when she was shot and killed.
Yes, they told me that she was babysitting her 3-year-old cousin when this happened. Police so far have not released details of the shooter, but tonight the family is pleading for justice.
She should have came back home. Everything in her room is in the same place it was when she left. And I have to look at that and be reminded every day that I don't have my child.
Shonda Hawley says her 20-year-old daughter, Celebrity Green, was babysitting her 3-year-old cousin when a shooter opened fire inside a unit at Avalon West Orlando Apartments Wednesday, just after midnight.
He was such a monster that he did this in front of a kid, a baby, without even a chance to do anything to defend herself.
Holly says her daughter was ambitious. She worked as a home health aide and had so many plans for her future. Her cousin says that was reflected in what she told him in her last conversation with him.
I just take care of my mom, look out for my siblings, and and go to college.
Her smile lights up a room. She's very intelligent, non-judgmental, always looking at the right side of things, and just a great girl, beautiful.
As Orlando police investigate who shot Celebrity Green, Orange County Sheriff's Office is investigating another homicide 2 blocks down the road. A woman in her 20s shot March 17th. Neighbors tell us they've seen more police patrolling the area since this happened.
And it's absolutely unacceptable to see 2 young women, 2 people that lost their life.
Orange County Sheriff's Office has not released the identity of the woman in that case. Also, there has not been any arrest in either the Celebrity Green investigation or the March 17th homicide. Reporting in Orlando, Ashlyn Webb, Channel 9.
Can I just say something? Can I just say something? It bothers me, and it always have bothered me. I think that I've spoken on this right here before. But when we say, I'm going to have to let us say it again. Hold on.
Pleading for justice.
She should have came back home. Everything in her room is in the same place it was when she left. And I have to look at that and be reminded every day that I don't have my child.
Shonda Hawley says her 20-year-old daughter, Celebrity Green, was babysitting her 3-year-old cousin when a shooter opened fire inside a unit at Avalon West Orlando Apartments Wednesday, just after midnight.
He was such a monster that he did this in front of a kid, a baby.
Stop. This ain't the part that I'm even talking about, but I just had to catch this right here. They say that the shooter opened fire inside of one of the units, right? Meaning that the shooter was not in the unit that her daughter was in, right? She say that he was such a coward that he did it in front of a child. What do you mean if he wasn't in the unit that your daughter was in? I don't understand. Didn't they say that somebody from another unit was shooting?
Holly says her 20-year-old daughter, Celebrity Green, was babysitting her 3-year-old cousin when a shooter opened fire inside a unit at Avalon West Orlando Apartments Wednesday.
The shooter opened fire in a unit. They didn't say in the unit that she was in. So we got that there clear. Now,
just after midnight.
He was such a monster that he did this in front of a kid.
I don't understand doing it in front of a kid. How would he have known who was in the unit that your daughter was in anyway? What do you mean in front of a kid? He shot in front of a kid? I'm confused.
A baby without even a chance to do anything to defend herself.
Holly says her daughter was ambitious. She worked as a home health aide and had so many plans for her future.
Yeah, that's right.
Her cousin says that was reflected in what she told him in her last conversation with him.
I just take care of my mom, look out for my siblings.
That's the problem. And listen, I ain't trying to hit y'all where it hurt, but this goes for all of us. If our children have to say, I want to be able to take care of my mama, my daddy, and some siblings, that means that the mama and the daddy has failed their children. If it's a single mama, she failed their children. If it's a single daddy, he's failed his children. If it's mama and daddy, they have failed their children. Do y'all know that we rarely or never hear about non-darker hue folks saying when they get the bag and shit that they gonna take care of their parents? Have y'all noticed that right there? Even like in sports with like the draft and stuff like that right there, typically the young men who get drafted, I'm gonna buy my mama a house, I'm gonna take care of my mama. Why your mammy didn't get it together before you made it to the damn pros? Huh? But the women be so happy, oh, my baby made it, because you're whole sorry. Oh, sorry. But they won't even look at it. Damn, I have to be some type of failure if now I can't get the house and shit until my child get a bag. I've never had to say, boy, when I come up, boy, I'm going to take care of the old girl, boy, I'm going to take care of the old boy. I ain't never had to say no fly shit like that. Ever. My kids have never had to say no shit like that. I got to buy my daddy a house. I got to buy my daddy a car. Never. The hell, man. But we say it without even thinking, damn, that does make, now, if we're saying it as a child, that does make our parents look like a failure. When we got to say
what she told
because
us,
you don't have to take care of something that's already taken care of. Am I right? You don't have to do maintenance on a car that's already had the maintenance done on that car.
In her last conversation with him.
And this was her last conversation.
Just take care of my mom, look out for my siblings, and and go to college.
Her smile lights up a room. She's very intelligent, non-judgmental, always looking at the right side of things, and just a great girl, beautiful.
As Orlando police investigate who shot Celebrity Green, Orange County Sheriff's Office is investigating another homicide.
And it's just sad that little mama done lost her life because a damn shooter in the community that ain't nobody gonna tell on. Ain't nobody gonna tell on the fella who just out here shooting and then shot her by mistake on purpose. Nobody ain't gonna say nothing. Because, we got the little cold thing. We still got a little cold thing in 2026. Y'all just stupid. Y'all is just as stupid, and the shit could be anonymous, and you fools still won't say nothing. This is real crazy, though, dog. It's real crazy. And just think about this right here. She said that she was about to go to college, and she's 20 years old. She a home health aide. She got a HHH, which she should have been a CNA, because if you have taken the HHA course, it's just like taking the CNA course, but you can't become a CNA until you take the state board, which they offer you the state board after you take the home health aide course. So just in my mind, she should be a CNA, because the course ain't shit. The licensing ain't nothing. I'm trying to tell you something that I know. You know, but it is what it is. Maybe she didn't want to go another further because she is finna go to college. Got it. Or was finna go to college. But in my mind, y'all, the best time to go to college is right out of high school. I know a lot of y'all want to just go ahead on and let your children take a year off and all that little fly shit. Listen, time don't stop for no man. Time don't stop for no man. If you still have control of your goddamn children by the time they graduate, send their ass to college if that's where they want to go, or you trying to send them. Send their ass, damn it, even if it's community college. Listen, graduation is in June. You get the summer to fandango. Bitch, August, that fall, get your ass back in school. Don't let your children, especially if there's up under your jurisdiction, do not let your children take off no damn year talking about they tired. Bitch, you tired too. But you can't take off. Don't let their ass just sit around and listen. We is in the great United States of America, even if you ain't got the funding, and most Americans don't have the funding to send their children to school, you got that thing called FOSFA. Got that thing called financial aid. I need to apply for some financial aid. I heard that they is really, really, what is the limit? I need to get me some paper to go to school. How much is y'all getting community college through FOSFA and stuff like that right there? Put me some numbers out here. I may try to go get a little bag. Huh? How much money is y'all getting a semester through FOSFA? That's financial aid, in case y'all don't know. Come on. I need to see some numbers. I'm trying to think of the hustle. Shit. I need to go to college for African American studies or something like that right there, huh? They is giving 10 stacks a semester. FOSFA is giving no, because I know that people who fill out for financial aid, they pay for the course, but then they cut you a check. How much is they giving for the check in each semester? I know that shit ain't no $20,000 a semester. Shit. Then we some real new fools if we not in college right now. What is we doing? The last time that you checked, it was like $18,000 a year. Yeah. But I'm trying to break it down like in the semester, because it's like some schools they don't have summer. Some schools they don't have the summer programs. They would only have the fall and the fall, winter, and spring, but they won't have the summer programs. You say my refund check used to be like 2 stacks to 3 stacks, sometime a little over 1. Oh, all right. So we can get like a couple dollars. Get like a couple dollars. Go ahead on and sign up for a little something. The check is after the tuition is paid. Yeah. Facts. So that's the number that I'm asking for. How much is the checks after tuition? You say if you two try for college and then your ass gonna work if you staying at home. Oh, if you too tired for college, then your ass is gonna work if you're gonna stay. Facts, but I would always advise people, don't let your children rest. Send them right after high school. Because remember, when you filling out for FOSFA, if your child needs FOSFA, it goes under you because they're not independent. So they need 2 years. They need 2 years of your taxes. I'm trying to tell you. And school becomes harder the more we are out of school. They have a better chance of completing college right out of high school. You can say college used to be about education. Facts. You said that it depends on the school and the course. Yep, facts. You say you bought your first car with your father check? Yeah, boy. Yeah. You say I've been to multiple colleges for free. You talking about me? Yeah. Depending on how many classes you take, but between like 1,000 to 2,500 a semester, I could probably go in. Sure, I can pay some light bills and phone bills. Hell no, I ain't finna pay light bill. My shit 400. Shit crazy. 427 something. 438 something. This shit expensive. I can pay some water bill, like a water bill. Get some groceries or something, and like a phone bill or something like that for like 2-3 months. So it ain't bad. I need to probably go for African American studies so I just learn a little bit of something. But hey, man, don't let y'all children lay around because they graduated at 18. That baby right there was 20 years old, finna go back to college. Well, finna go to college. So since we is at the end of the year, this semester is about over. So she was going to be going to college, probably signing up because she is in Orlando, Florida. So she probably was going to be going this fall, which is in August, to college. Which if she would have went at 18, once she graduated, she would at least right now, by the time this summer hit, she would at least have gotten a AA. Yeah, a AA study with a lighter hues teacher. Yeah. Hey, with an underwater basket weaving major. Bam, there it is. I'm gonna put that there to use some kind of high. You say, I remember them days that I finessed the government out of my, and maxed out my GI Bill total. I got over $150,000 and big tax refunds. Got to be more careful. Boy, if that ain't come up, listen, boy, y'all better use shit like other people out here using shit. I know that y'all got the bag. I know that y'all eating. And y'all want to pay for y'all children college out of y'all pocket so y'all can say to your friends and your peers and shit, man, I pay for my children college, man. Then I pay for that shit out of my pocket. Because you all don't want to use taxpayers' dollars, but it's crazy because your ass pay taxes and other people is using your taxpayer dollars. Why not use your own taxpayer dollars? Huh? I'm trying to help. Use the taxpayers' dollars that your ass is paying out here. Just try. But will I make too much, man? Just fill out the paperwork, dog. Man, just fill out the paperwork. You never know. You never know. We got three sisters. out of South Florida. Shut up. We got a little trio. Now, y'all wrong for this right here. We got three sisters. Hold on. I'm going to put this up on the screen. We have 3 South Florida sisters out here who has been arrested in a baby formula theft ring.
A South Florida trio arrested and charged tonight in connection with a multi-county baby formula theft ring. The women are accused of stealing more than $32,000 worth of formula.
Dang.
The Palm Beach County Sheriff's Office says they
Y'all know them many pregnant bitches, 32,000?
would walk into stores with large bags or covered baby strollers and fill them with cans of formula. Then they would walk out without paying. Surveillance footage, license plate records, rental car data, and gated community access all aided in their arrests.
Y'all of them got a rental. Y'all going through a community gate.
Out without paying. Surveillance footage, license plate records, rental car data, and gated community access.
Gated community access. See, and this what I don't be liking about some gated communities, that y'all allow like them in like the gated community. They was allowed in the gated community. See, a gated community is different. You say similar like it's $42 a can. You is lying to me. Damn, for real. It don't went out like that. He said which one of them was pregnant. Probably the gold hair. I don't think it was our stud sister. I don't think that it was our stud sister that's in the middle. And shout out to us. Shout our stud sister out in the middle for having her reel. Typically, our stud sisters, they all have their reel. And they ain't got no problem with growing their doggone hair either. You say it's $38 plus tax for some Similac, and y'all got titties. Y'all got titties. Oh, y'all probably got that powder. Y'all got powder titties. Oh, you can't have no damn powder titties. Willie talking too fast. I got that powder milk. I say powder titties. Got to be more cat. 38, not 42. Damn. This is crazy. But see, there is a difference in gated communities and communities to where a lot of dark hue people can't live. You say gated communities can be in middle class communities, lower middle class to damn near broke communities. They be having gates and stuff like that right though. You know what I'm saying? But in the $500,000 home area, those is different type of communities where a lot of thems wouldn't be at. Yeah, no. It's just facts. It's just facts. I'm not really, you ain't no black for hell. No, I ain't. Get your bag up and you can live where you want to live. I'm just trying to tell you something. But damn it, 42.
All aided in their arrest.
Damn. But we got them. We got them. Maybe next time, sisters, y'all got to think it through more. And what? Y'all got to think it through more. Y'all got titties. How your baby starving and y'all got titties? Why? Now what is, hell, let's go on and just ask the question then. Hold on. What is some reasons that a pregnant woman cannot lactate? A pregnant woman may be unable to lactate or may experience delay or low milk production after birth due to a variety of hormonal, physical, and medical factors. While many women do not experience significant lactation until after childbirth, certain conditions can prevent it entirely and significantly reduce the supply. So a lot of y'all hold just low supply. A lot of y'all just gotta have a tank. No, don't get mad with me. Nope, y'all out here with a 3/4 of a tank. Y'all got a quarter tank. Got a quarter tank of milk. Man. It is what it is. Hormonal and endocrine disorder. Endocrine. I'm saying it wrong, but I know the word. High progesterone. High progesterone and estrogen during pregnancy. High levels of these hormones, particularly progesterone, that thing that I just tried to pronounce, prevents the full transition to mature milk production. I got to put this up on the screen for y'all. I got to let y'all see exactly what I'm around here talking about. Got to be more careful. What hold on, man. Let's do that right there. Let's put in a little work. What is some reasons that a pregnant woman cannot lactate? Damn it. What is some reasons that a pregnant woman cannot lactate? Put this on up for you good people so y'all can see what a player around here talking about. Oh, all right. Bam. Let me grab this. Insufficient funk. This had insufficient tissue. Damn, that tissue bad. Y'all, y'all got to stop drinking 40 ounces and y'all out here on them Black and Mild, dog. Y'all ladies out here on them Black and Mild shit. Y'all smoke, snout, pop pills shit. Y'all in the club with all type of smoke. Y'all is getting peed in with dudes who don't get physicals. This mess up your lactation, ladies. A lack of milk making tissue. Oh, so y'all tissue's bad. Some women do not develop enough mammary tissue, glandular tissue during puberty or pregnancy to produce a full supply. So y'all done developed wrong. A lot of y'all ain't fully developed. A lot of y'all not fully developed. Y'all grown, but a lot of y'all not fully developed. Signs of IGT, which is insufficient glandular tissue, hyperplasemia, I think that's how you pronounce it, often associated with widely spaced breast. Oh, so when y'all titties is like spaced out, when y'all got that big, y'all be having like a highway through y'all chest. But when y'all breasts is out, we learning. When y'all breasts is spaced out, the tubular, the cone-shaped breasts. The cone-shaped breasts, the ones that y'all be having, like y'all be 16 to 17 on perk breasts, stuff like that right there with it. Don't act like that y'all don't see them when they're 16, 17, and their breasts be sitting up perky. They not laying down and sitting in their lap. So when you got the cone-shaped breast, the tubular cone-shaped breast, the symmetry, damn it, I'm saying the word wrong, or a lack of breast growth, tenderness during pregnancy. So when the player trying to touch on them, you don't say like, ouch, oh, I'm sore. That's that tenderness, and you may not be able to produce. Hold on. Hell yeah, dog. Listen. Processed foods is destroying y'all pregnancy and destroying y'all children. He said your understanding of hormones is off. My bad. Teach a player. I don't understand hormones then. That hormones are not making milk. I'm just saying, according to what they out here saying though. Adequate IGT can be caused by previous breast surgery, reductions in some augmentations, tumors, or radiation therapy that destroy granular tissues. Hormonal, this is what I was looking at earlier before I put it up here. Hormonal and endocrine disorder. Milk production is driven by hormones. Prolactin and oxytocin. Prolactin and oxytocin, and conditions affecting the endocrine system can stop this process. Got it. You got the thyroids, retain placenta. Who is retain? Is y'all not getting y'all placenta out y'all body? You say if pieces of the placenta remains in the uterus after birth, the body continues to produce progesterone, which acts as a brake on milk production, preventing it from starting. I thought that y'all take out the placenta and a lot of y'all is eating like y'all placenta, and like the hospital is either selling your placenta if y'all don't take it with y'all. Ain't it some people who is saying that it's spiritual or something like that right there to eat your placenta? Or is that just something I saw like in a movie or something? Come on, y'all, help. Then we trying to be educated around here now. Nah, hell no, don't go to fall asleep now. Well, I'm asking y'all about y'all. Y'all supposed to know more about y'all than I. Well, technically no, because y'all is just one person, and I look at all. Well, I look at a whole bunch of women. Y'all may just look at y'all like your mama them. But it's because of y'all that y'all supposed to know about y'all. You say them old paws got to be swapped out. They do. They do. But ladies don't like to be compared to cars. But ain't no in it. I told y'all, but y'all a half a tank. Damn it, a quarter low. You say no, Willie. Women are born with milk, duh. It got to be able to lactate though. They got to be able. Now, if y'all bodies is retaining placenta, that means that whoever delivered y'all baby didn't clean you out. I thought that the placenta come out like placenta is like the bag, the bag with the baby poop in it that y'all supposed to eat. And if a piece had them broke off, and this is why I've been trying to tell women how to clean inside your monkeys for the longest. You take your 2 fingers, you go up in there and you scrape around. You got to feel around and you scrape around and you pull out. Oh my God, I should have raised a whole bunch of y'all, but you want to be raised by your mammy. Anyway, you said they clawed. Clawed out here in these streets. Listen, diabetes, poorly controlled insulin dependent diabetes can lead to delayed lactogenesis when milk comes in. Should y'all have a baby and you got diabetes? That's some selfish shit. I don't. How many kids you got? A whole bunch of these motherfuckers. Listen, too many. I got a whole bunch of children that I don't even know that's mine. But I know that I got a lot of them out there. I know that, listen, mamas typically know how many children that they have. And like I've said before, men, we don't know how many children that we have. For the most part. Not all. The only way that a man knows, at least he can be like, I only have one child, or I only have 2, 3, 4, 5, if he's only been with one woman. I know what you're thinking. Well, I was with somebody and I smashed a chick, but she didn't get pregnant. You can say that there too, but you have to think a lot of times when we just smashing chicks and then we don't keep the relationship going, we don't know from when we broke up whether she was pregnant or not. A lot of times they don't tell us. But I'm just saying, got a lot. I got a lot. This shit don't. This why we trying to tell people, don't have no children. People think I just be talking. Don't have no goddamn children. We have been lied to. I promise you. Pregnancy hormones. If a woman is already breastfeeding but becomes pregnant again, the high levels of progesterone can significantly lower her milk supply, often causing a sharp drop in the second trimester. Smoking, y'all out here on that good nicotine. Smoking reduces placentin, prolactin levels, and can inhibit the release of oxytocin, which is needed for the milk letdown, the letdown reflex inside the breast. Trying to help y'all. The medication that y'all be on and severe stress. And this is why we're trying to tell people, man, if y'all have not planned on having children, ladies, if y'all don't have a man that has said, man, I want a child, and not just say that I want a child, but he's also preparing to have a child way before you all get pregnant, he got things in place, and you all is having things in place, and especially to where you can be pregnant and do not have to, not after you have the child. While pregnant, you don't have to work. You have the option to not have to work while pregnant because y'all have planned this thing out right. And once you have the child, you also don't have to work. When you put yourself in these type of positions, like I just said, your stress level should be down like a 1 or 2 or something like that right there. Because you don't have to put up with the workforce. And then you don't have to be stressed out about how am I going to pay my bills because y'all done already planned it. See, talking about we going to have a child ain't planning shit. When you as a woman can be comfortable, I don't have to wake up and go out here and deal with these goddamn people, and or I love my job, and or there's a lot going on that's on the job that you don't have to deal with because you can remove yourself and still live. When you put yourself in these type of situations, the stress level, it drops tremendously. I'm just here to help move right along. I ain't gonna eat much whole. You ain't gonna talk your head all about it. Damn it. Keep having children the way that y'all is having children out here. I told y'all about owing people, right? I got this one right here to where we have a poker player that allegedly killed the man who owed him some money. Now, in my mind, this type of stuff ain't shocking. You owe somebody and you ain't paying somebody they may come see you. You know what I'm saying? Somebody they may come see you. He said, I didn't want to breastfeed. My boys grew up on Similac and Enfamil. A whole bunch of them did. Damn it, the majority of children grew up on that Enfamil and that Similac. And now you telling me Similac $42, 38 plus tax. Have y'all understood? Have y'all thought about water? I think I spoke about this. I'm just going to say it real quick. Do y'all understand that we have to slow feed kids water? I'm saying it again. Do y'all understand that we have to introduce water by itself to children very slow? But remember, they say that we need Water. We need water. While we do know now, water don't have electrolytes. Waters don't have nutritional value. Did y'all know that? Hell, let's see what my AI say. Do water have nutritional value? Just would not answer the question, huh? Just would not answer the question. They go straight to, does drinking water lower your A1C? Bitch, I am not talking about diabetes right now. So it's just not going to answer. But nutritional value, water does not have nutritional value. Water has zero nutritions. Plain water is just water. 0 calories, 0 carbs, 0 fat, proteins, carbohydrates, sugar, 0. But they tell us that you need water to survive. Well, it just ain't got no nutrition in it. But it's crazy how we have to slowly, anybody who have had children know that I'm telling the truth. You cannot just give your child water. The child will choke on water. You have to slow feed water to children. Just saying. Just saying. Move right along. Like I was just going to say, we have a poker player allegedly killed by a man who owed him money. Here we go. I ain't going to hold you.
Say illegal gambling and marijuana dealing led to the murder.
Oh, it's not just illegal gambling. It's that reefers too.
Murder of a Westfield man earlier this month. His suspected killer appearing in court today. Thanks for joining us at 5. I'm Chelsea Helms. Bob has the night off. CBS 4's Russ McQuaid joins us from the Hamilton County Courthouse following the initial hearing of Ronald Brown Jr.
Brown is being held without bond after his arrest in Indianapolis last week, and our camera was there. Brown appeared in shackles in circuit court this afternoon, accused of murder with a fire enhancement count added, facing up to 85 years in prison if convicted on both charges. It was on March 12th that Westfield police found James Matthew Lushens shot to death in the kitchen of his home. He had several bullet wounds in the back. Police tracked this rental vehicle spotted at Lushens' house earlier that day to Ronald Brown Jr., who witnesses told police was a gambler and suspected drug dealer. According to the probable cause affidavit, detectives determined that, quote, Brown's criminal history had similar patterns to Matt Lushens' interests and known criminal activity, specifically dealing marijuana and playing poker. R.B. owed Lushen money. It was believed that debt was somewhere in the thousands of dollars. Lushen fronted R.B. with approximately $20,000 to $70,000 worth of product, that is marijuana, to sell. The murder of James Lushen by Ronald Brown Jr. would have erased the debt or need to pay back the front that Lushen provided to Brown. On Friday, detectives went looking for Brown.
On Friday morning, investigators and multiple SWAT teams simultaneously executed search warrants. These search warrants.
You never want to be in a position to where you need to be fronted at work.
One of these search warrants was in the 3300 block of North Butler Avenue in Indianapolis. It was a dislocation that Ronald Brown Jr., 50 of Indianapolis, was located and taken into custody on a preliminary charge of murder.
Why is our officer out there with them tight-ass jeans on, showing all her curves and stuff like that? Y'all women just can't get it together. I don't know.
Detectives
I wouldn't be mad if I was like a co-worker, but I'm just saying.
say they found the murder weapon, nearly $23,000 in cash, several pounds of marijuana, and determined Brown had a passport in order to leave the country. The mayor of Westfield said murders are rare in his town.
This is a difficult moment for our community.
Brown told the judge he will hire his own attorney. His next court date is May 20th. He faces a trial date in late August. Meanwhile, the investigation revealed the locations of 2 high-dollar poker games, one in Carmel, one in Indianapolis. When I asked the prosecutor if he would go forward with investigations into those locations, he said he would depend on the public to supply the tips in order to undertake such probes. In Noblesville, Russ McQuaid, CBS 4.
Right, that work, dog. Listen, what decision making the beast out here in these streets, dog. It's just a beast, and hey, it's how it end up. Do not, the moral of the story, don't owe nobody nothing. Don't you owe nobody nothing. I'm trying to help. I'm really, really trying to help. Now, let me go on and pull up a little something. Because for months, people have been pointing this here out. And a lot of people have been getting mad that society and us as a whole have not pointed out how this has been a destruction or something that has destroyed the sisters, dark hue sisters. Didn't they say that black women had done lost like 300,000 jobs? Did they say that black women lost $300,000 jobs? Did they say that black women lost over 300,000 jobs? I think they just said, yeah. Yes, multiple reports in 2025 indicated that over 300,000 black women left the U.S. workforce or lost their jobs in a short period. Got it, right? Got it. Uh-huh. Got that part right there, right? People have been on talk shows and podcasts and shit saying, and damn it, and we got to protect the black women because they did not understand that black women is on the backbone of the United States and they have lost all their damn jobs, right? Remember, they were talking slick like that, right? Let's see if they're going to talk about this right here. Huh? Let's see if they're going to talk about this right here. Over 500,000 black men has lost their job in just 4 months. Huh? Now, I had just asked the same question with like my AI little Lala, and you all can go back and ask, did they say that black women lost over 300,000 jobs? Yes, multiple reports, 2025 indicated that over 300,000. Y'all already know the number. Got it. The U.S. Bureau of Labor Statistics, over 500,000 of black men, 567,000 to be exact, have lost their jobs in just 4 months, in a 4-month window between November 2025 and February 2026. This is not on major news. I haven't seen anybody talk about this. Now, I'm not saying that in like a few days or something that people, they won't talk about it. I haven't seen anybody talk about this yet. Mm-hmm. You say, and the situation is equally staggering for black women. Now you see how they just added the black women part, but when you look at when people was posting about the black women, they didn't add the black men. Recent reports show that black women are losing jobs at more than 3 times the rate of all women, carrying a massive and a disproportionate burden in recent corporate and federal layoffs. I want y'all to understand, because women typically work for the government. Women typically work for government and corporate jobs. Notice why they had to add this. Listen, when they talked about women, they didn't add shit about black men. I want y'all to understand this right here. But they talk about the black men, they pushing us aside to still talk about black women. When according to the numbers, black men has lost more jobs than black women. And mind you, black women have more jobs than black men. So black men has lost more jobs and we have less jobs. Come on now. But I understand that they will still want to they will still spin it as if now black women is doing worse or have it worse than black men. Huh? Just saying, I just want to look at some of the comments. You say, I rebuke this post and uplift my brother. You can rebuke all day, but goddamn, if the numbers are what the numbers is. You say, I lost my job last month too, but I found something better and got hired at my new job the same day. That's what's up. Congratulations. You say, I am one of those black men. Same old story. Trump called this winning. You say we need a new president. Amen. You say unemployment is up. You say it affects everyone, not racial. Well, yeah, facts. You say about time for reparations anyway. You say pay attention, honeys. We are the chosen and will always rise. You say I got laid off in PW I'm an entrepreneur. We are natural born hustlers and spiritually highly favored, truly blessed. What God has for you, no one can have. That's what's up. You say this kind of story. I seen another article about black women just months ago, and that's the article that I just spoke on about months ago. But I just wanted to let y'all know how when we're talking about men, we have to include women. But when they talked about women, they wouldn't have dared talked about what men is going through. I just want y'all to understand. If y'all believe that they care, whoever they is, about us, got another thing coming. If you think that these women care about us, there's a lot that I can show you that bitches don't care. You know what I'm saying? But of course, not all. You know. So now y'all got to think about this right here. So if 500,000 done lost jobs, and you have to understand, I would say at least 500,000 of those dudes, men who lost jobs, was in relationships. I'm guessing that's not a fact because it was 567,000 to be exact. And I'm going to say 500,000 was in some type of relationship with a female while they was working. Imagine how many of them just lost their females once they lost their jobs. And think about this. And this is just an opinion. I can't prove it. But the 300,000 women who lost their jobs, I can say 300,000 of them did not lose a man in a relationship because they lost their job. Damn, I'm good. The men who lost their jobs, I believe a lot of them lost relationships after they lost their jobs. I believe not now woman lost their relationship after they lost their job. Y'all let me know what y'all think. Moving right along. I ain't gonna be much over you. Just saying. I saw that and I was like, why they got to add in the sisters? Huh? The sisters had their time. The sisters had their doggone time to where everybody was like, oh my God, they lost all these jobs. What are we gonna do with the sisters? Right. Just saying. What was this right here? We going to California. We going to I think I got some girl on girl. Sure enough, for sure. Y'all go down, hit the little thumbs up button, man. And how many people do we got in the building? Is we over 200? We over 200? It's a little slow, but we had to reset. Because we lost connection earlier, so I really ain't tripping. They say women. Willie, I lost 4 women during COVID because they could not afford to pay for me. Oh wow. Because they could not pay for you. Hey. Sometimes the Lord won't put more on you than you can bear. Goddamn, I got to throw up something fly to you. That's what's up. You say, assets to a company don't lose their jobs. Got a point. We got 146 with the thumbs up. We need to do better. I know that we can do better. I really know that we can do better. Let's go on out here to I said to San Francisco. We're going out here to San Francisco real quick. A woman has been found guilty. Of killing her roommate in San Francisco. Dismembering her body Ladies, y'all be just getting done awful out here in these streets. I'm going to put up on the screen for you. Got to be more careful. Here we go.
Gruesome and brutal. That is how San Francisco's district attorney described the actions of a woman just convicted of second-degree murder. That murder happened nearly 8 years ago. A body found dismembered and stuffed into a basement storage bin. The victim, her roommate. The motive? Unpaid rent. Here's NBC Bay Area's Sergio Quintana.
When San Francisco police showed up at this home on 14th Street in the city's Mission District on June 2018, Lisa Gonzalez opened the door and invited them in. They were trying to contact her rammer. Her friends and family had called police to conduct a well-being check. What officers found was pretty disturbing.
The San Francisco police discovered the victim dismembered and in a storage unit of the building in which they had lived.
Mammer's remains were in plastic bags and a bin in the basement of the building. Court documents released when Gonzalez was first arraigned describe remnants of a body which had been chopped or sawed up and stuffed into oozing plastic bags. Now, years later, Gonzalez has been found guilty of second-degree murder and using a knife in the commission of that murder. This is a case that circulated through the criminal court system for 8 years. District Attorney Brooke Jenkins says it was marked by several delays from the defense. She says that's actually part of a strategy from defense attorneys.
Sometimes they realize that our cases have very strong evidence and that the best advantage that they can gain is to delay so that memories fade, so that we lose contact with witnesses, so that oftentimes witnesses or the families of victims become very frustrated and uncooperative. And so it works to their advantage.
At the time of her arrest, Gonzalez's public defender said she was frustrated with the victim over unpaid rent.
When Miss Gonzalez took in Miss Malmer, she didn't know her terribly well, and I don't believe she knew that she had a history of not paying rent. I'm not saying that's a justification for anything. That's what I know so far.
In a statement today,
I bet she ain't got that problem with not paying rent no more.
Deputy Public Defender Alex Lillian said Gonzalez feared she would lose her home where she had lived with her family since the 1960s, and she snapped. According to the district attorney, Gonzalez is facing 16 years to life. A sentencing date has not yet been set.
Well, she don't have to worry about losing the home no more. She really ain't got to worry about that right there. Since the 60s, it got to be more careful. Hey man, they said that sometimes a defense is to stretch out a trial. I didn't know this, but it make all the sense in the world because memories do fade. Memories do fade, and your anger in a situation fades also. It is kind of like if somebody done killed somebody that you know, like you angry today, but in 3 years, it still bothers you, but you're not as angry. You would be more likely to be on the verge of forgiving after about 3 to 5 years. You know what I'm saying? But you, how can I say it? You could see something, and if you do not, and I repeat, if you do not record what you saw and then keep playing the recording back to yourself, like once or twice a month, your memory will begin to change. You will begin to tell the story and start missing parts of the story that you told the first time. This is why it just really tripped me out that our good Lord would put the writing of his word in man's hands, and a lot of things was not written until 100 or some years later, especially when you talk about Jesus. The shit was word of mouth. It's like the phone game. The translation goes to breaking down the actual what happens tend to change. We may come to the same conclusion, but the way things happen, the story will continue to change. And that's what they was out here using. Or that's what that lady said, that is a defense that they have been, that people use. That's a pretty good defense. I hope y'all forget. I hope that y'all don't keep the same phone number. I hope that we can't get in contact with you. Especially if I'm on trial. Moving right along. I ain't gonna get much owe you. So this is a learning lesson too. You better pay people what you owe them. You better pay your goddamn rent. You laying around here faking, just laying up in people's shit. You better pay your rent. Around to get jumped on, playing. Anyway, now what did I have? Was that Popeye's chicken? I had a Popeye's chicken and what else? Hold on. Oh, let me get that out of the way. Oh, that's Buddy. Get Buddy out the screen. Damn, I done a lot. I've done a lot, and this is really, really looking good. Hold on. Let's get this off the screen. All right. Oh, okay, we got a mama. Oh, let me go ahead on and give y'all this one right here then. Should I go ahead on and give y'all this one right here? Oh, let me get Buddy out the screen. He dead. I'm gonna give you this right here. And I think that this is out of Orlando. This is one of these good mamas. This is one of these good mamas right here. They say that we got a young boy. We got a young boy who's out here crying and shit. Yeah, crying like whatever. I can't stand children. Listen. I love children. I love babies. I can't stand them. All I love, little cry baby shit. Keep them from around me. Anyway, a young boy was crying for help. Crying for his mama outside of a Metro Atlanta apartment complex, and they saying that this is what led the mother into jail because the baby was crying. So the baby is the ops.
Joining us on this Tuesday, I'm Karen Greer.
And I'm George Estevez, and we are getting our first look tonight at that mother.
Come on with it, pimp. Come on, Estevez. Emilio.
Police arrested Haley Saunders yesterday.
If y'all don't shout out Haley for having that big ass tattoo on her neck. Ain't saying people tattoos on their necks is bad. People, I just like to go out on the point out the baby got a tattoo on her neck. Is her neck long or is it just me? Go ahead.
Shortly after, neighbors found her young son wandering outside their house. Channel 2 Cobb County Bureau Chief Michelle Newell live in Mableton. And Michelle, neighbors, they stayed with the boy for hours.
That's right, and George, just imagine finding a little boy right here in the middle of the night screaming. That's what neighbors told me they heard and saw right here outside his home. One neighbor actually ran down those stairs. Another neighbor ran across the street to help the boy.
I was literally shaking. My heart was about to pop out.
It was just before midnight.
Something was desperately wrong.
A 5-year-old boy was alone and terrified at this apartment complex in Mableton.
Help me, someone help me. And I literally ran outside.
Those neighbors who helped the boy told me they're afraid to be identified on TV because of retaliation.
The little boy said that he just woke up and his mommy was gone.
They found the boy near the front door of his home.
I was so scared for him, and I called 911.
I have a heart. It was like out of a movie.
Another neighbor gave him some water and some chips because he was hungry too.
Neighbors told me the boy's mother showed up after 2 o'clock in the morning.
He actually didn't want me to leave. He's like, don't leave me, stay here.
Haley Saunders is charged with cruelty to children and reckless conduct.
She went to jail and they started searching her car.
And according to the warrant, police say they found marijuana and discarded food in Saunders' apartment.
Something needed to be done. The atmosphere there was not good at all.
And Saunders is being held in jail without bond. Police told me the boy's father actually came out here before she arrived to get the boy. Reporting live from Cobb County, Michelle Newell.
That boy got a whole dad out here in these streets. I say release the mama. And give her back all her hollering little baby. Listen, man. Do y'all even understand that if the majority of women who was in this situation, because we've done a lot of stories where children has been left alone. We have done a lot of stories where children have been left alone, hollering and shit, crying, dying in cars and shit, because y'all don't know how to live in a hot car. Strange case of events out here in these streets. But if all the women was to get arrested and held accountable, we'll have a lot more single daddies. I promise you out here, man. Listen, I think that the kids will start doing better in school and stuff like that right now. No, maybe not. I don't know, but we keep giving these ladies a chance and they keep destroying the children. Do y'all know how traumatizing what she had done did? She come back 2 in the morning. How long did she think that he was supposed to sleep then? Maybe she didn't give him enough melatonin. Out here playing, faking and shit like that right there. But anyway, children's best level they mammy them. So it is what it. We really ain't tripping on that, baby. Give y'all a pat on the back. Y'all done made it to the end. Another not the news around here in the doggone street. We got it to 153 with a thumbs up. I appreciate y'all rocking with the play. If y'all new around here, subscribe. We talk about news around here. We talk about what's out here in the doggone streets to try to make some type of, try to get us some understanding of what's really, really going on. And if for nothing else, just to see how much better our life is going opposed to somebody else's life, you know. I like that my life is going better than a lot of these people who was out here dying and people who was out here killing. So I like to look at this type of news and be like, wow, I made a whole nother day out here in these streets without going through some of the shit that people out here going through with. For real, though. Give yourself a pat on the back, you still got your damn job, because a lot of people is losing their jobs. A lot of people just losing their jobs. A lot of people's out here just trying to make it, man. We just trying to make it. And the one thing that we keep doing, we just spending money. We keep spending money. When companies is closing and the robots is taking over, we keep spending money, though. You did not need them little jeans. You did not need them little jeans. You did not need them. Now, if you got them off Temu, then you know what I'm saying. Yeah, whatever. You know, but you did not need what you had done bought. I heard a woman say she have 3 closets full of clothes. 3 closets full of clothes, and she's had them 3 closets full of clothes for like 6 years now. Friends and family would ask her for clothes. She refused to give people clothes. Her weight has fluctuated, so she have different sizes of clothes. It dawned on her like the end of last year. That she have not worn a third of the clothes that she had done bought. The clothes that she's had for 6 years. She has so many tags. So many brand new items that she knows that she's not going to wear. So she shot her up a store and went to selling some shit. She sold like $40,000 worth of clothing. Well, she took the $40,000 worth of clothing and paid off her debt. Off her credit card, debt, and all that flashy right there. She still have a mortgage, but she paid off her credit card debt. Off of selling clothes that she's never worn, and some clothes that she did wear, but a lot of clothes she have not worn in years, and knowing that she's not going to wear them in years. So now she's down to 1.5 closets worth of clothes, which she still knows she's not going to wear half of the clothes. So now she's putting up half, or she has put up half of the clothes, and now they're up for sale. So she's saying, like, hopefully by the end of this year, she should have sold all of those clothes. And what did she say? It's like $60-some thousand worth of clothes, like if they all sell, $60-some thousand. So in all, I would say that she at least have paid over $150,000 in clothes over the years, and she don't wear a third. Don't wear half, a fourth, or however y'all want to say. She's only worn a little bit. And typically we only wear a little bit of our clothes. For the most part, we do not wear all of our clothes. Women typically have more clothes, more shoes, more purses. Look at all the purses that y'all had that y'all wouldn't. A lot of y'all have purses that y'all have never used, but you refuse to give it away, gift it away, or even resell it. It's just sit in your goddamn closet collecting dust. A lot of you all have money just sitting. A lot of you have money just sitting. I keep trying to help. There's things around your house put up for sale, dog. I don't care that it's used. It was $50 when you bought it and you used it. Well, sell it for $10, $15. Get your $10, $15 out of it or something. $20. That's $20, $15 that you didn't have. I'm trying to help. A lot of us, I do understand, I don't have time for a second job. I don't have time to build a business and all that. Well, you're going to have to take time out to try to make you some money. And your business should be, you took a picture of some shirts and shit and you put it on the internet. Even if you have to do an item a day, which that's just weak as hell. But just an item a day. An item a day. Take a weekend and take 20 items and just take pictures. Upload 1 or 2 a day. You know. I'm trying to help. I'm trying to help. My job ain't paying enough. I can't make it with what I'm in. You got shit in your house, that's for sale. You got things in your house that you can sell. I don't know how else to help. But anyway, players, prostate cancer awareness around here at the Willie Williams Show says just a finger. So your prostate don't work, your meat don't work. Mess around and lose your little la-la and or your life. It's your choice. You make the call. Your body, your booty. I am here to help. Yes, I am. Yes, I'm is. Y'all, please remember go around to the Willie Williams Show 4 channel, 7 channel, 7 and the Green channel. Subscribe. And y'all, please remember go around here to Pleasant Candles. PleasantCandles.com. What is that right there? Bam, we got that beach linen up there, man. Listen, we have the biggest, the hugest, the largest candle company in the world. Craig, I'm trying to tell you something. Multiple fragrances. Everything is Willie poured. Nothing is third party. Everything comes from my warehouse to your house. God, it smells so fresh. Smells so fresh. Smell that. Smells so fresh out here. If you like to smell, if you like to change it, damn, that be good. I gotta like one of these. If you like to change the smell of your ear, A-R-E-E-A, ear, go ahead on, go around to the PleasantCandles.com. Oh, and thank y'all for shopping at PleasantCandles.com. I really do be appreciating y'all. I really do. Thank you. Like I always say. Y'all finna go ahead on and get on up out of here, man. Y'all enjoy. Y'all have a wonderful weekend. Hell, come and check on your peoples. You never know what's going to transpire tomorrow and either Sunday. You never know what's going to pop off. Y'all do that little one thing that I always ask y'all to do that y'all always do after I ask it. And that's stay alive. Appreciate y'all for rocking.